Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to try to make this video concise as possible, but if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know I can get a little rambly. So here we are. But from what you could probably tell from the title of this video, I am looking for co-hosts, or I should say Margaret and I are looking for co-hosts. Margaret and I, if you aren't aware, are basically co-hosts or the main host to a book club called the Curious Minds Book Club, where we pick a fiction and a nonfiction book that relate or correspond with each other in some way, read them both within a 2-month span, and then talk about them together. Because both of us wanted to read more nonfiction books. And we were like, how could we do this? Or I guess I should say, how could I do this? And I was like, this is kind of a big plan. And I need someone to keep me accountable. Margaret, hey, what's up? And then she was like, cool, yeah, let's do it. And so we are looking for co-hosts for the next 3 bi-monthly book picks. Where are my notes? That's the question. Where are my notes? There they are. Okay. Anyways, but if you want more information about this book club, I am going to link the announcement video down below in the description box. So please check that out. It is bi-monthly, so we have bi-monthly live shows, and that gives us 2 months to read 2 books, which is doable. But if you're like me and you're not totally into nonfiction, it might take you a little bit time to, read at least the nonfiction book. But here we are. So our next 3 lives will be scheduled sometime in August. So the book club books for the current bi-monthly segment is technically June and July, but I'm moving home to the United States, so I am moving across the world. It looks like the first week of August, so I'm not going to have a lot of time at the end of July and the beginning of August, so I'm thinking mid to late August for that live show, just because, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe the second week of August I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm totally up for this live show. Who knows what jet lag and reverse culture shock is going to do to me, so crossing our fingers. But that is sometime in August, sometime mid to late August is going to be the first of the 3 live shows that we are looking for co-hosts. The second one will be either at the end of September or the very beginning of October. And then the third one is going to be scheduled sometime either at the end of November or the beginning of December. Who knows? It will also depend on mine and Margaret's schedules, but also whichever co-hosts that we acquire during this time and their schedules, where they live in the world, so on and so forth. Our live show that's going to be happening this weekend, it's we're playing with 3 different countries, 4 different time zones, and yeah, it's a task. So we're people, we are human beings. So these dates aren't set in stone until we know who's joining us. So those are just kind of like the rough estimates of when these live shows would be happening. You can join the book club co-hosting extravaganza either for 1 bi-monthly segment or for all of them. You can just join our book club if you want, or you can just join the months that interest you. Yeah, do you. What we want or need for basically co-hosts. First and foremost, anyone that's really just interested. There doesn't need to be any special reason besides the point. You want to A, educate yourself, B, just have fun, C, if you're like, oh, I've been meaning to get to that book, or that book really interests me. Come here, come join us. But maybe more importantly, we are looking for people with lived experiences or special connections to some of these book picks, because some of them, like this current month, it's gonna hit a little closer to home for some people. And Margaret and I are 2 white women talking about some books that our voices aren't as important. So we are here asking if you want your voice amplified, we will amplify it for you. And also just personal connection to one of the books or one of the topics for that month. You don't need a deep reason for joining or applying to be a co-host for any one of these bi-monthly live shows, but we will take special consideration if you want your voice to be amplified for a live. If you're looking just to get your name out there and this is a perfect opportunity, it's totally okay. Just forewarned, Margaret and I, we don't have the biggest following. We're not the biggest booktubers in the world. So yeah, you may not get that much, FaceTime, but we would love to have you be our friends, all of that. Okay. here we are. Okay, so the books, you're probably wondering. If you haven't watched the announcement video yet, please do that. That'd be great. Watch it right after this. The books for the months I mentioned earlier in this video are as follows. So our next live show, that will be sometime, like I was saying, mid to late August. So you have time to read both of these books. Is going to be The Poppy War. It's pretty popular right here. I still haven't read it, and I've stayed away from spoilers, and I'm just saying, I'm ready to be destroyed. And the nonfiction book for this is going to be The Rape of Nanking by Iris Chang. And yeah, here she is. I started this book, and it's gonna be a really deep, rough one. This isn't an announcement video or anything. I'm just kind of like calling for host, but like this one I have a personal connection to because I wrote my senior thesis on this topic. It's basically the forgotten Holocaust, and it's dark. It's real dark. And from what I've heard about the Poppy War, it is inspired by this event right here, and it's also dark. It's a dark fiction. So next is going to be The Color of Our Sky by Amita Tracy, and Behind the Beautiful Forevers by Catherine Book. So here, there are those two. Again, own voices, like reviewers' voices would be real. It would be pretty rad, but again, not necessary. So if you're interested, and you're not technically own voices, please still apply if you're interested. And then November is going to be The Seed Keeper by Diane Wilson and Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Kimmerer. So here are those two as well. So if any of these strike your fancy, please apply. Please apply. Or if you know anyone that may be interested, like send this video or like the application to be a co-host, you know, their direction. And yeah, here we are. Though I do want to preface all that with, we want to amplify voices, but we don't want you to feel like the token voice of any one of these topics. That's not the point of this. We want to amplify voices, but we don't want you to feel like the token person. So if you want to be included and you want your voice amplified, but you don't want to feel like that token, that token voice, you can give us like, hey, I want my voice to be heard, but I don't want to talk about this, or this, that kind of thing. We want our viewers and our co-hosts to be comfortable in every single way possible, and just kind of going from there. If you are interested, there is a Google form down below. You can click it, fill it out, and we will get it. And this is a way for us to stay organized, because that's going to help everyone involved and included. So here we are. I also want to grow this book club a little bit. We haven't had, a lot of people joining us, and by not a lot of people joining us, really no one joining us. And like, that's fine. This was pretty much just for me to begin with, and then I invited Margaret along for the ride, and she said yes. But I would like to kind of like put roots down with this book club. So my first step to doing that is A, asking for co-hosts, and 2, I did make a Discord. That link will be down below as well. So you can come in to the Discord. I re-downloaded Discord on my phone, so I am kind of on it more, and though I am still pretty much a noob at Discord, I am trying to, learn. So my age is probably starting to show. How do you work Discord? I don't know. But I think I'm getting the hang of it. So if you have any questions or concerns or just need clarification on anything, you can comment on this video. If you don't want the comment like, publicly shouting at everyone else who can read the comments, you can find me on Twitter. You can find Margaret on Twitter. I will link all that down below as well. And you can join our Discord and ask me questions that way as well. Margaret isn't on the Discord yet, but I sent her the link, so it's fine. And yeah, you can ask questions multiple different ways. If those ways don't work, you can also just comment on this video and be like, hey, can we talk this way? And I'll see if I can accommodate you. But yes, we are calling co-hosts. We are calling co-hosts to join us. Yeah, so please come to us. Please help us out. And I just want to have fun. And reading nonfiction books with fiction books is just another way to have fun with the books I'm reading already. And it gets me reading nonfiction again, because I have sucked at reading nonfiction since I graduated university, and that was some time ago. We don't want to talk about that. So anyways, if you're interested, like I said, everything's down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I'll see you guys all next time, and tell your friends. Okay, I love. Bye.